Good Monday morning, everybody. Hope you all had a great trading day today. The one account challenge kind of got blew up a little bit here with Baba. So today we're going to cover the 20 and the 200 kind of in depth here to give you an idea of actually how to use them correctly. So in the Thinkorswim platform, if you haven't already, you got to set them up here. And all you want to do is click on this little beaker icon here. You're going to go to studies, type in moving average, and it's going to pop up here. You're just going to want a simple moving average. So right here, your simple moving average, you're going to click on it, you're going to hit add select, and then once you get it over here, you're going to come into your studies here, and actually I have the moving average exponential. Either one, they're both going to work the same. You're going to come in here to your little gear icon, and then the length, you're going to, I think it's set at like 9. You're going to want to move that up to 20. Hit OK. And then you're going to come into your second one that you did, hit the little gear icon, do the same thing. Then you're going to want to save your set. When you hit save your set, it's going to ask you to give it the name. I already have a name for it, so just hit that and then save and then OK. Alright, so here we are. I'm on the gap up scanner on Thinkorswim, and let's just walk through the 20 and the 200. On the 20 moving average, I have it shaded in green. I have the red as the 200, and the light green is my VWAP. These three tools in conjunction are going to give you the best results you've ever had in your trading career. I guarantee you that. So the way you use it is your first green candle to make a new high on the 20 and above the VWAP is where you're going to want to enter. So here you would enter right here on this green candle. Okay, so with the 1 bar rule, if you haven't watched that video yet, go ahead into the YouTube channel here, or it's the video right below this one. That'll explain when you get out. Alright, so when you're using the 20, the 200, and the VWAP, you want to enter your trades when you're going long on your first green bar above the 20 and the VWAP, or above the 20. Sometimes they're just all together here, which is a perfect entry point. So here you would have entered this trade at 95 cents, and you could have rode it all the way up to $1.38. This is where I would have got out. Why? Because it's your first red bar to touch the 20 again and break through. That's what we talk about when we say you never want to lose more than 1 bar. So that would be your first bar that broke through the 20, and then it kind of straddled through. So what you do here is you take your profits. Take all your profits. Now you have your initial investment that you bought in with, and you have your profits. So on your next green bar, which is right here, you're only going to use your profits now. So you're not losing any more of your initial investment. So your first green bar to break the 20, you're going to enter. Ride it up. Why are you not going to get out? The 1 bar rule. Because you haven't lost more than your initial investment yet. So what goes away from the 20 comes back to the 20. What goes away from the 20 comes back to the 20. As long as it doesn't break the 20, there's no need to get out. So from this run, you would have went from 129 up to 217. That's almost $1 profit. Right here, what goes up? Why would we sell here? Because look how far away from the 20 it is. Look at all the space between your 200, your 20, and your stock price. Remember, it's like a rubber band. They like to flex. It goes up and comes back. It goes up and comes back. Then it stays side by side here. What happens when it breaks? That would be your first bar to go short, right? Okay. So again, your first bar to come to the 20, you buy in. Why are you going to sell up here? Because it's so far away from the 20. You know there's only one place for it to go. That is back to the 20. take your profits again. If you want to get back in again, wait for a new entry point, your first bar to break the 20. So you enter here. Let's say you got in $1.37, sell it $1.59, take your profits. Typically, we don't bounce back and forth on one stock like this. These are all of our what we call pre-market stocks, so we'd be in and out relatively quickly. And unless it made a new high, we wouldn't get back in. But if it did make a new high, we would be in on the first candle to break the 20 again. All right, let's look at Apple today. Next one in line. Not cherry picking anything here. I'm just going right down the list to show you this is not a cherry picking kind of a setup. This is a setup that's going to change the way you trade. If you listen to it, if you follow it, if you dedicate your time and energy to learning it, understanding it, and following the rules. Never lose more than one bar. Okay, here's Apple. First bar. Nope, this isn't Apple. Let's go to Apple. Why is it not going to Apple? Here we go. Here's Apple today. Right at the open, you have your normal dip and rip in the morning. First bar to break the 20 in the VWAP. You could ride this. Why would you not sell here? Because you haven't lost your initial investment yet. So you continue to ride it out. Why would you sell up here? Because you're so far away from the 20. You're so much space is between the 200, the 20, and your stock price. There's only one thing that can happen. Rubber band effect. It's going to snap back to the 20. This is where you would take your profits. When you get so far away from the 20, you're better off getting out than just losing money on your first red bar. So when you're this far away from the 20, take your profits. Get out. Wait for a new entry. Sure, you could have entered here on this bar here. I don't think I would have entered on that bar, honestly. Yeah. Let me see. Where are we? Hang on one second. Let me get back there. Get it a little bit bigger. Okay, yeah, you could have entered here on this bar, sold up here. Why? Because you're away from the 20. Now, if you want to go short, you take your first bar under the 20, under the VWAP. You know it's going to go further once it hits that VWAP. The VWAP is like the critical line. So here you could have went from 135 all the way down to 134. 134, yep, dollar profit, depending on your shares. But again, your next entry point would have been right here. First bar to make a new high. What's going to happen is it's going to come back to the 20. Are you going to sell? No, because your bottom here is not below where you initially entered. So you're going to ride it out. Here's your first bar to hit the 20. That's your sell point. Get out. Wait for a new entry. Here's your entry point. First bar above the 20. When it gets away from the 20, it's going to come back. When it gets away from the 20, it's going to come back. Here we go. Keep going on. Away from the 20, back. So had you entered here, your first bar to exit on wouldn't be until right here when it broke through the 20. That would be your profit. Take your profits. Wait for a new entry. Do we have another entry on Apple? Here's your first bar to break the 20. Here's where you would take your profit. Right around here, right in this area. This is your first bar to break the 20. Are you below your entry? No, but it's below the 20. Take your profit. Let's go to the next one. GARK-NQ. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, guys. This is what's going to change your trading. The 20, the 200, and the VWAP. That's all you need. You really don't even need any of this down here. Here we go again. First bar to break the 20. 20 is my dark green. VWAP is my light green. Here's your 200. First bar to break it. Are you going to exit? No. Why? Because you're away from the 20. You're not below your entry point. Are you going to exit up here? Absolutely. Why? Because you're so far away from the 20. Okay? When this gets away from the 20, it's always going to come back. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. When you are away from the 20, it's going to come back. Okay? When you are away from the 20, it's going to come back. When you are away from the 20, it's going to come back. Here's your second entry point right here. First bar to make a new high above the 20. Are you going to get out here? No. Why? Because you haven't lost one bar, right? First bar, here's your exit. First bar below the 20. Now this is an example right here. If you entered here, this is the 1 bar rule, you're out here. Why? Because it broke your initial entry point. Get out. Why would you enter here in the first place? That's not what I'm teaching you. You don't enter away from the 20. See where the 20 is? What always happens when you get away from the 20? It comes back to the 20. This same concept applies to shorting stocks as well. Buy your first bar that breaks the 20. When it's away from the 20, sell your position, because what's going to happen? It's going to come back to the 20. Alright guys, I just wanted to make this quick video to kind of bang it in there, show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Again, it does not matter the stock. Here's a perfect example of shorting. Here's your 20, here's your 200, the 2 cross. Here's your first bar to break that 20. Here's your entry point. That was a nice little dip, and you should have sold right there, because what happens? It's going to come back to the 20, right? Back to the 20. That would have been a nice little profit there. 165 down to 144. Back to the 20. Away from the 20. Back to the 20. Away from the 20. Back to the 20. Away from the 20. Right, guys? You never want to enter a long position again unless you're up here and this is going to cross. So this one's probably getting ready to cross on the way back up. You can enter them here, but I wouldn't recommend it when you're under the 200. When you're under the 200. The only time you really want to enter a long position is when the 20 is above the 200. Above the 200. Okay? Below is short. Above is bullish. But remember, when it gets away from the 20, it's going to come back to the 20. Alright guys, so I hope this video helped you guys out, man. Have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow.
Like a Hellcat.